Tardigrade, Hypsibius dujardini. No lungs, no blood, no air, yet it refuses to die. The tardigrade, discovered in 1773, is smaller than dust but tougher than any tank. When oxygen disappears, it curls into a ton, replacing body water with protective sugars. Its heartbeat, metabolism, even DNA repair nearly stop, life frozen in pause. In 2007, scientists launched them into space. 10 days later, many woke up perfectly fine after radiation 1,000 times stronger than humans could handle. Some survived oxygen loss for more than a decade. In 2021, researchers found they can even fix broken DNA while frozen. A creature that waits centuries between breaths. It's biology's ultimate loophole. But while tardigrades rest, others evolved to live without oxygen permanently. Heneguia shokae, hidden inside salmon flesh, this shimmering parasite broke science in 2020. Researchers discovered it had no mitochondrial DNA, no oxygen use at all. It's the first known multicellular animal that simply doesn't breathe. Instead, it steals energy straight from its host using ancient chemical reactions dating back billions of years before oxygen ever filled Earth's sky. Its cells contain strange organelles that look like mitochondria, but don't process air. Even stranger, it's a jellyfish relative that once breathed normally until evolution stripped away that ability. In short, it's a survivor of suffocation, an animal that said no to oxygen entirely. Yet deep beneath the Mediterranean, scientists uncovered creatures that didn't just reject oxygen, they built entire civilizations without it. Loricifera, L'Atalante basin species. In 2010, scientists dredged the Mediterranean's L'Atalante basin, 3,000 meters deep, no oxygen for 200,000 years, and found life moving. Loricifera, tiny sea creatures smaller than dust, thriving in thick, salty brine, deadlier than bleach. Their cells don't breathe. They run on hydrogenosomes, organelles that make energy using chemical reactions instead of air. This system dates back to the pre-oxygen Earth, over 2 billion years ago. That means Loricifera never needed oxygen. They've been living fossils of an ancient world. Each one proves that life doesn't follow our rules. It rewrites them. So while they quietly thrive in toxic seas, another creature with lungs, warm blood, and skin like wrinkled rubber learned to cheat death in a completely different way. Naked mole rat, Heterocephalus glaber, meet the mammal that laughs at oxygen. The naked mole rat can live 18 minutes without it, something no other mammal can do. In 2017, scientists found its secret. When air runs out, it switches fuels, using fructose like a plant instead of glucose like an animal. This backup system keeps its cells alive during suffocation. These rodents live underground in low oxygen tunnels where carbon dioxide levels soar tenfold higher than ours, so their red blood cells evolved to cling fiercely to any oxygen molecule they find. They also live over 30 years, resist cancer, and feel no pain from acid burns. It's like evolution gave them infinite cheat codes. But if mammals can adapt this way, wait till you see the fish that survive by brewing their own alcohol underwater. Carp, Cyprinus carpio. When winter locks lakes in ice, most fish suffocate quietly. The carp doesn't. It sits still, heart barely beating, and turns itself into a living brewery. Scientists at the University of Oslo discovered that when oxygen vanishes, carp switch from burning sugar with oxygen to turning lactic acid into ethanol, real alcohol. That ethanol seeps harmlessly through their gills, keeping them alive for months. Their bodies slow down to almost nothing, metabolism dropping to survival mode, waiting for spring. When the ice melts, they swim away like nothing happened. This ability likely evolved 8 million years ago in swampy, low-oxygen Asian waters. Goldfish, Carassius auratus. Goldfish may look fragile, but they're masters of endurance. Scientists in northern Europe once froze a tank under ice for months, When thawed, every fish swam away. They survive without oxygen for 5 months straight. Like carp, they turn sugar into alcohol when air runs out, releasing it through their gills. During this time, their heartbeat drops to once every 20 seconds, and their brain nearly shuts down. Mangrove killifish, Cryptolebius marmoratus. Deep in Central American mangroves, this small fish doesn't mind if the tide leaves or the water disappears. When its pool dries up, it crawls into rotting logs and breathes through its skin for weeks. No gills, no oxygen. Scientists found it can survive 66 days on land, longer than any other fish. Its organs adapt within hours. Gills shrink, liver chemistry shifts, and blood detoxes differently. Even stranger, it clones itself. Most individuals are hermaphrodites, producing both eggs and sperm, creating perfect genetic copies. Brine shrimp, Artemia salina. People call them sea monkeys, but they're masters of suspended life. When oxygen, water, or light disappears, brine shrimp form tiny cysts, encased embryos that stop all biological activity. Not slow down, stop completely. In this state, they survive radiation, total dehydration, and vacuum pressure in space. NASA even tested them. Years later, they hatched perfectly fine. They owe their power to a sugar called trehalose, which replaces water and stabilizes their cells like glass. Sea cucumber, Holothuria species. When oxygen drops too low on the ocean floor, most creatures suffocate. The sea cucumber simply slows life to a crawl. Its heart rate can fall to 1 beat every few minutes, metabolism down by 95%. Scientists found it produces special proteins that lock DNA in place, preventing decay. Some species even digest their own organs to recycle oxygen and later regrow them, a survival system millions of years in the making. These soft-bodied creatures also breathe through their rear ends using respiratory trees, and when oxygen vanishes completely, they switch chemistry to absorb nitrogen instead. Fossil records suggest their ancestors survived 3 global extinction events by doing exactly this. But deeper down, another animal thrives where death itself settles, in graveyards of bone. Deep-sea worm, Osedax muciflorus. The name translates to bone eater, and it earns it. Found in 2002 near Sweden's coast, Osedax worms live off whale skeletons buried thousands of meters below. They have no mouth, eyes, or stomach. Instead, they grow root-like tendrils that burrow straight into bone, where bacteria inside those roots digest the fat and protein for them. Females grow up to 10 centimeters long, while males stay microscopic, living permanently inside her body as sperm donors, hundreds at a time. Giant tube worm, Riftia pachyptila. Discovered in 1977 near the Galapagos Rift, this worm lives where sunlight never reaches and water boils at 350 degrees Celsius. Yet it grows over 2 meters tall with no mouth, no stomach, and no eyes. It survives through a process called chemosynthesis. Bacteria inside its body convert toxic hydrogen sulfide from volcanic vents into food. Its red plumes contain hemoglobin that traps oxygen 100 times more effectively than human blood, allowing it to live where oxygen is almost zero. Giant squid, Architeuthis ducks. For centuries, sailors told tales of sea monsters dragging ships under. Then science proved them right. The giant squid can grow up to 13 meters long, with eyes the size of dinner plates, the largest in the animal kingdom. Living more than a kilometer deep, it survives in oxygen levels that would kill most fish. Its blood is blue, using copper-based hemocyanin instead of iron to store oxygen, which works better in cold, low-oxygen seas. It hunts silently, muscles loaded with oxygen reserves, striking with serrated suckers that leave scars on whales. In 2012, Japan's scientists filmed one alive for the first time near the Ogasawara Islands. Thanks for diving this deep with me. Most people never make it this far. If you loved uncovering nature's strangest survivors, subscribe and like. More hidden worlds and unbelievable creatures await in the next story. Don't miss what's coming.